What's going on, DigiDestin? Welcome back. DigiU here, bringing more VPET updates. Alrighty, guys. Been a few days since I made my last video. Let me show you what I got, and then we're gonna jump into the rest of my VPET collection, guys. As you can see how it kind of sprawled out here, but let me push them aside, just for that's mostly just for the title card. We have Okuwamon X. So I was not intentionally going for Okuwamon X. Oh, he is really cool. I love his sprite. It's just that I was so concerned about farming the items, correct items for him to eat, that I totally forgot about doing the battles that was necessary. I was trying to go for Metal Greymon X, but I totally forgot about doing all the battles. I didn't do enough battles, so I got the evolution that is if you don't meet any of the requirements, you get this evolution for the version 1.0. Let me show you the stats quick. So you see that Okuwamon, again, it doesn't have the X, it's just kind of omitted, but I'm pretty sure it's the X version. His record's not doing pretty good. I'll totally like to. Oh yeah. So one thing I forgot to mention, guys. So these actually toggle like forward and backwards. I totally forgot about mentioning that to you guys. So you can see there. I think the list is forward. I would say this is the forward one. Well, it's really hard to tell. See, I think this is when he's happy. This one is full. That he's actually jumping up and down. When he's not, he's kind of more shrugging in a way. Yeah, it's like that. See, he's hungry. That's why. So he looks kind of down and derpy. So let's feed him really quick. Let's show you which kind of items we have. We've been stocking up on quite a few items. Still need a few more because I think I'm trying to go. I can go for Metal Digimon. I think is a mega form we can go for now. I think the only one we can go for. We do have items. I think we need more Aqua orbs though. I think at least one more. Or I think we do need some more Sky Wings for future evolutions, or if we do another run of this. Zombie meat only available on the original 1.5 because it is necessary for the virus evolutions of Dorumon line. And here we go. Let's feed him some meat. Pretty cool looking. I love the Okuwamon line. Although I don't like the grandest Okuwamon. He's just too big. I mean, you really get to play with him a lot. I think the first game was like Digimon World 2, but he isn't. I don't know. He's just too buggy, too wide for me. I wish he would just kept his like form. His more. I mean, he does have another. He does have like an X evolution form, mega level, but or maybe I'm getting the names mixed up. Sorry, but I just wished he was more upright. Still big, still having the cool bug exoskeleton kind of thing going on. But what are you gonna do? That's pretty much it. I didn't get to the end yet for this one. For training, just gonna be a while, and then most of the Digimon I encounter like usually KO me. It's really hard. I feel like the pendulum on this one just isn't that accurate, or it's really hard to get the right count too. So I'm gonna try working on that. I don't know about the time. The time it takes from one evolution to the next. I'm kind of just basing it kind of roughly on other devices, because on the website on File Island, I'm pretty sure it doesn't almost turn unless I'm missing it. Someone let me know. But there's no like guide for how long it takes from one evolution to the next evolution. And then also it did turn. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to tell you guys too. It did turn off again. The battery did go out. So I just totally bought some new batteries, put some new batteries right in there. So I think I lost a day or two. So again, I lost a day. So I had to wait for it again, which I could have used for battling, but I totally blanked out about that. It's my second to last week of school, guys. I'm sorry. I know I keep saying that for excuse, but yeah. So let me readjust the camera, and I'll be right back for you guys. Alrighty, welcome back to my studio, which is a desk with a Gurren Lagann mat. Alright, let's show you what I have so far on the desk here. So for as far as 20th versions go, I have these two versions. The Zubamon was actually the first one I got. I don't even know how I came upon this, but I just saw it. I ordered it on Amazon. It was actually in the US already, so it didn't take too long to get it. I got it around Christmas time. It's not one of my favorite devices, but it is very nostalgic if you love the old Digimon devices. See here, there's some of the gold flakes off, so be careful with these devices. These 20th version Digital Monster devices, because the paint job is not so great. And then this is the second one I got a month or two later, because I was like, hey, I need another one to unlock some stuff. This one, the color stays on a little bit better because it's mostly black. Sorry, the lighting's catching this weird. But yeah, it's supposed to be gold inside, gold lining inside the bricks, but that's rubbing off. Although this one does do a better job of keeping its color or its shiny kind of black color. Put those aside. For other 20th versions, I did get the two 20th version ones, the silver blue and silver black. Definitely cool versions, although I'm not too keen on the gray color and the blue and the black. Maybe they should have released the translucent, the clear plastic one. The clear plastic shells would have been so awesome. I love clear plastic shells, guys. Speaking of which, this is actually the first Pendulum device I got ever, or aside from like the other toys, but Digivice toys. This one was pretty cool. I love this device. It was pretty clean. I got it from Japan Yuan. Pretty roughly cheap too. No, wait, maybe I didn't get it from Japan. No, I got this one from eBay actually. I think. D1 Grand P1. All that means now, all that really means is that it was sold at around that time. The .5s are kind of made as an afterthought, as far as I can remember or can read about it. They're not super special or anything. They're kind of special that they're like limited edition, but they're not like only one per person. These pendulums aren't at least one per person or one per like event or something. There's tons of these out there. You just gotta go look for them. But I love the device, Metal Empire. Definitely treasure this device. Going back to the 20th version devices, I do have these ones. Really cool. These are the Wave 2 of the Pendulum 20ths. The Digimon and the Beelzebubmon one. If you go back to my videos when I first introduced these, I had some kind of issues with the black one, and this one, unfortunately I dropped this one behind the desk over here, and it cracked a little bit here. You can't notice, but I mean, most people wouldn't notice it, but I noticed it, and it's just like, ugh. I'm really OCD about having like kind of neat things or perfect things. It's like not neat, I mean, I'm not clean freak or anything, but yeah. These are probably really cool devices. This one has a really cool color in person. These both have really good color in person, guys. Definitely highly recommend these Wave 2s over the Wave 1s. Although I do love the Terriermon and the Lopamon lines that are only available on those devices. Put this aside. And then, let's go continue on with the new devices. I got the DMXs. The DMXs, you saw my runs. Even though I was kind of sick during the time and didn't release too much, but DMX is definitely one of the must-have devices. They are very fun because they combine a lot of aspects from the D-Cyber and Pendulum X and from the other devices into this new kind of almost system. I mean, it is still the brick system, but it's not quite the same as all the other ones. It has a different kind of way of battling system. It does use the Psi still, XAI, but it's slightly different. These ones, I believe, the shell themselves aren't painted. They're just that color. That's when you get this cool white color, ice white color, and you get this nice black, space black color. But the thing that it is painted is these X's, which you can kind of see maybe slightly. I'm trying to be very careful of them, but they are rubbing off a little bit, just a tiny bit. So be careful of those guys. Next up, of course, we do have the D-Cyber. You saw that already. We have that one. I bought this like 6-7 years ago when there's still more version 1s and stuff out available. I've never seen a version like 3.0 available like for sale because those are just so valuable because everybody wants a version 3. Although you can turn this into a version 3, but I'm not really about the modding life. One of the second pendulums, the old pendulums I got was this one from Japan Yuan. I just love that translucent green. I don't really like, it has like different screws here, of course. Eventually I'd like to get some better screws, some extra screws, but that's the thing that kind of bothers me because it's not perfect. Anyways, I didn't really see that when I bought it, but, kind of my fault, I guess. I mean, it still works. It's just kind of annoying because you can kind of feel it. But I probably won't run this one too much. I love the color, but the thing is, I'm not that into Wind Guardians. It's just not my kind of Digi-Eggs, I guess, Digimon. Speaking of which, I also did get this. I got this last fall, I think, off eBay. Super cool. I think the seller didn't even know what they had. They just put this up for bid, and I won this one. This is the Pendulum Cycle. This one came after I want to say they came after the Pendulum Progresses, but I'm not sure. Maybe they came just exactly right after the regular Pendulums. But this one is a version. It's called version 9. It has both the regular version and the 0.5 versions. Although I don't know the specifics of it, how they did the evolution trees, because with the regular versions, this one and the 4.0 and the 4.5, which is this one, they one of the evolutions is missing from one of the other ones. You know, you lose one evolution, but you gain an evolution for something else. So I don't know how they did that for this one. And also, you get there's some other hidden kind of megas in here, hidden mega level Digimon in here that if you jog rest, you can get them, which are called some are ancient Digimon, and but there's just not a whole lot of data. I'm gonna run this when school's over. Although I did run this for a little bit, but it's kind of hard because there's not a whole lot of info out there for this at all. Like almost zero info out there. There's a little bit on the Fire Island website, but not. It doesn't really do too much. Like you don't know anything because it is based off the evolution lines of the the former pendulums. But these Digimon like this, the Digimon here are really needy. They're super needy. They lose their stats really fast, and then they can even devolve too. And supposedly you can even possibly digivolve more than once in a day, like not just the from in training to baby or in training to rookie. I think you can go faster too, but I don't know the exact circumstances for those. The shell you can't really see here, but it's actually kind of translucent. You can kind of see through it, but it's just very hard to see through. I don't. They chose a really bad color, guys. But definitely like this device, guys. I like the shape of it. It's really cool. It's like a modern version of one of these devices. And of course, I do have the Pendulum Progress. This one has a really cool. It's really cool because the sprites are really big on the screen. But the only downsides of this is that when you're battling, you can't skip animations, which makes it really hard. So eventually, for everybody who owns a device, you have to go through the whole Coliseum mode, the battle mode, because you need to go get the master tag so that you can make training easier for you, which will make all your hits like terror hits or something, I believe. But like you can't. You have to basically what it is at least for this device, you're fighting Greymon, 3 Greymons in a row, and then you fight a Metal Greymon, and you keep doing that over and over, up to 100 times, and then at the last one you'll fight a War Greymon. After you beat them, you get a tag. I did this for my device on one of the channel, I think a while back, but it took like over an hour because it's just you can't skip the battle animation. You just got to keep going. You got to keep shaking, and the shake number gets really ridiculous when you get to higher levels, guys. But still really cool though. This is Dragon's Roar version. Sorry, I don't know if I said that. Version 1.0. I'm not particularly keen on the blue one, but then the blue one is kind of the one that people don't like. I feel like people don't like the blue colors much. People usually like go for the white and the red one, which that one is cool, but I feel like it's a little too common. So I got this one. From Japan, you want again also pretty cheap for like $67 with shipping included. I mean shipping total. And then, I do have this, one of my other very first devices. I have this US D3. It's very bad shape. I had this when I was like in middle school. Yeah, around middle school. I just put some batteries in there to try to see if it still works. Still works. You see the buttons are even yellowed out, damaged, sun damage, whatever, dirtied up. Cool device. Although I don't like the quest mode devices that much. They're just not that fun for me. I don't know. Maybe they're for you, but not for me. But I still have this. And then I also got this one one of the Christmases sometime after I got that one. This is the US D-Power, US version of the D-Power. Also, again, very cool device at the time. I love it. Red is pretty cool. But this one, I don't like the quest mode a lot. I did try running this for a little bit, but it just kind of got boring and it just stopped running it. I think I'm on like the 3rd map, I think. Yeah, this one still has batteries in it too, I think. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah. Oh, see, we got Growlmon. Yeah. This is the one where I said the US version one. This is too small. You can't connect to any devices. Like if you see here, like it doesn't line up correctly. Like because maybe you can still, yeah, you're off. You're just a tiny bit off. See, if you go over here, you're not centered right. You can't connect it right. So I would have to like shave this off if I want to try connecting them. So I don't know if all the versions of this is like this. I assume not. I think only the US one is like this, but I don't have any other ones to compare to, so I don't know. But yeah, this one's kind of beat up too. So I don't really run these guys. Then last year I also got these Tamagotchis. The remakes of the P1s. I don't really know why they call them P1 or P2. Somebody let me know. That's just what they're called. But yeah, I just know them as Gen 1, Gen 2. I love the translucent shell. I tried running it for a little bit, and I got like one of the worst characters because this thing is so needy. Like if you thought the DM20s, these guys are needy. These guys are even more needy, guys. I mean, these are super old. These are exactly like the old ones. No quality of life changes. I think the only thing that changed was the battery size. But don't quote me on that. And these ones give me a little hand cramp, my thumb cramps, because the way you hold it is just so like, I don't know, you gotta like have this kind of claw hand, and it's just not good, form fitting, ergonomic. This one is just, it's nice. It's nice. The buttons are big enough size, and you have them over here. Whereas this one, you can't exactly unless you want to play like this, but it's not very flattering to hold it like this, or it doesn't feel really good. But yes, oh, I also have this Gen 1, Gen 2 shell, sorry, which is a really cool shell. I was gonna play with it, but then after I found out how hard it is to play the other one, I don't know if I want to open it. I mean, I love the shell because it's in Japanese and has cool characters on there, but I don't know if I'll ever run this. I don't think I've ever run a version 2 at all. I'd like to get the dog, that'd be cool, or one of these guys. Yeah, it's still in a box. I'd like to get some of these sometime, but guess not. I think that's all my devices. Unless I'm missing some. Nope, I think that's all. Pretty sure that's all. Let me check real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all, guys. So that's all my devices. I do want to get more. I have an Eevee Tamagotchi coming in. Oh, speaking of which, if you haven't heard, some news updates. Oh, and I do have this Tamagotchi Meets, the white version. That's around Thanksgiving last year. Came early January-ish. I just started playing it 2 weeks ago. Speaking of which, like with these, it appears that the meats are coming to the U.S. in English versions. It's going to be called the Tamagotchi On. There's links. You can order it pre-order through Amazon right now, and other websites. But Amazon's the cheapest probably you can go for. It's like I think $60, $59.99. It looks like they're still the magical and the fairy tale ones. It's just that they're called On now. They're not called Meats, which is weird. I don't know why they would change the name or for localization, whatever. Doesn't make a whole lot of difference, I think. I kind of want to get one, but at the same time, the shells, I don't like those kind of pastel looking shells. Maybe I'm gonna hold out, see if they have a white one still. I know the white can come out, but we'll see. For the Digimon, GameStop ones, we don't have anything new yet. We got some, box art from Tama-Palace, but I'm still skeptical, guys. I have the picture up here from Tama-Palace, but we can see the box. We can see it has the icons needed for a version 20th. I think it's the same kind of these, aren't they? Like this one's dead, of course. Yeah, I think it has basically the same icons. This one, the same 10 icons. So we can kind of assume that it's a newer device, but I'm still not believing that, or I'm still skeptical that it's going to be an extra 20th version device where you have all the Digimon that are available on the 20 devices, because there's only 4 colors and there were 5 of these ones. There's when the Japanese 20th anniversary one came out, there's 5 colors. There's Wave 1 and Wave 2. Wave 1 had 2 colors and Wave 3 had Wave 1 had 2 colors, Wave 2 had 3 colors. And so you would be missing a special egg then, which would be kind of hard unless they gave one egg to all the other ones. But I feel like that's too nice of Bandai to do that. Yeah, I'm still skeptical. It looks like I'm in the side where people are thinking that it's just going to be an updated version 1 with some quality of life changes. But we'll have to wait and see. We got a little over a month still. It's supposed to come out in July, middle of July-ish, I think. Yeah. So if you haven't pre-ordered one yet, you should probably go pre-order one. I mean, you could always return it later. You just need to put down at least like $5 for pre-order, just to make sure they order one for you, because they might become a really hot item later. And you know how hard these ones, like these DMXs, are like really expensive now, because every third party, I don't know the difference between them, but they're all sold out. So you'd have to get them from like eBay, people from eBay, and eBay is kind of sketchy sometimes. But that's about it, guys. Gonna wrap this up. Video's got pretty long already. It's gonna take forever to upload at my house. I don't want to travel to school. I live like 30 minutes away from school, so if I went there, I could upload it within like 10 minutes, but then I would have to travel 30 minutes. But I don't know, we'll see. That's gonna be it for now. Probably another video coming up tomorrow maybe to talk about something else. Until then, guys, don't forget to feed your Digipets, and peace.